budget, hating little daddy, LeBron, your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through, I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip, blink of my VIP. Snack of my. One brick, one miss, Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. Summer daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and we'll see the dynamic.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks, but I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. You're going to have those kind of outings in year one, but the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. They'll get this down to the 38. The Falcons at 4-5, a game under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and 2nd in black and gold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. Down inside the 40. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 78 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, now Carr. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's Penix. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And looking to throw, Penix. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Saints offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. In motion right, that's Wilson. Carr going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Carr again. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Kamara up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught. Touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it. Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To the air, Penix setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Carr. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3rd down and 1. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Penix. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Algier with another carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll throw with Penix. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Hugo Amadi there to knock that one away.
Well, I certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw his Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Looking to throw, Penix. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again is Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, 27 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Here's Carr. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He's across midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In motion goes McLeod. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start at venerable Soldier Field. New England making the trip out to visit Chicago. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Demario Douglas. A touchdown.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Into the hands of Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, now Carr. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Carr now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A play fake. Now Penix. Dumps this one off to Algier. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. To the air. Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw again. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Penix to the air once more. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Penix. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Pratt. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Complete to Mooney on the slant. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Here's Pratt. And it's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Throwing now is Pratt. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Here's 3rd and 7. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Shotgun now for Carr. Being chased out left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head. So
better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Algier now up the middle. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. On the counter, here's Algier. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. They'll throw with Penix. Got a man, it's London. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Throwing again, Penix. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Taken down at the 42.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now Carr. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that will be incomplete as well.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays They're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Algier again on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So time for Carr and the Saints. Trailing 17-10, a little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing his Carr. That's caught by Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because...
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's got this to Algier, and he'll be out right at the 35. All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Penix. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr to throw. It's complete. Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Carr. That's to the sideline and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. First throw of overtime for Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. A play fake. Now Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To the air, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Falcons, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.